back. In the last video, we saw how we can club multiple item processors together, and in the process, we went ahead and created this data transfer object known as the employee processed. We created this because the employee was a record class and we cannot mutate the components of a record. So we went ahead and coded this class, but this class is sort of bulky and it has a lot of boilerplate code in it. So what we are only interested is in the variables, and these are sort of standard methods. So why to code them yourself? Even if the IDE is generating it for you, there is a simpler way to do this and make this class more compact. So I'm going to demonstrate one plugin that is available, which is known as Lombok. So we need to add the dependency for that. So I'm just going to head to start Spring IO and let's search for Lombok here. So as you can see, it's a Java annotation library which helps to reduce boilerplate code. So let's go and explore. Going to copy the dependency from here and go to our Pom XML and just paste it here. So let's hit Maven reload, and you also need to copy the plugin from here, which is I'm just going to go here again and copy the plugin down. Looks good. Let's copy this. Let's go down and paste it here. So let's hit Maven reload again, and now what we need to do is we need to go to our settings and search for annotation processor. Annotation processor. So as you can see, you have to have this enable annotation processing as checked in your application. So once you have that, you can also go ahead and install the Lombok plugin. So it's available on the IntelliJ plugin hub. So if you go to install, I have this Lombok which is installed. So go ahead and install this and you'll be good to go. So let's just close this, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get rid of all these methods, right? So our class is now very compact, and what I'm going to do is going to annotate this class with a few annotations. First is going to be @data. As you can see, this is coming from Lombok and it will generate all the getters and setters for you. So this is a good annotation to have. It reduces the boilerplate code, and for toString you'll have to add something known as toString. So this is equivalent to whatever we have deleted from this class, and as you can see, it is much more compact and easy to read. So let's just go back and see if our class still works as expected. Let's just run this application and you should not see any errors. And as you can see, we are seeing an error. It's saying that method is not recognizable. So if you go here, it's saying that it cannot find the set ID, right? So this sometimes happens with Lombok is that it doesn't get configured correctly. So you just have to go back here and go to annotation processors again and just select your project, and if you have this as a processor path, then just say that obtain processor from project class path. Just hit OK and rerun this. And as you can see, this time our application has started correctly and we see the same output that we saw at the end of the previous lecture. So our Lombok plugin is working and this is good. It looks good. The class looks neater. And what it also does is it gives us a logger configuration. So I'm just going to go to our employee writer, and as you can see, we have been using the sysouts, right? And in production applications, you'll never see sysouts on the code. What you'll see is a logger. So what you can do is you can just annotate it with SLF4J. If you're aware of what SLF4J is, then that's great. But if you're not, then it's a facade for the logger. So from here, you'll have a log instance in your application. So you can just use that. And I just convert this to a log now. So I'm just going to say log add info size is, and I'm just going to use the placeholder here. So this is the logger being printed instead of sysout, which is more professional. And I'm going to use the same thing here. I'm just going to paste the JSON here. That is JSON. Let's print this. So let's restart the application. Let's have a look at these two loggers in action. Let's see if they're getting printed correctly. And as you can see, we have this logger here. So it's more professional. It follows the log pattern as well. And we have the JSON getting printed here as well. So this is how you configure Lombok into your project. It's a very useful library. You can go ahead and read about it. I'll be leaving a link to the description and the plugin for Lombok. So that's it for this video, and thank you for watching.